The children of Israel didn't always want to do what God wanted, and they rebelled, but God still took care of them. There was still manna, and there was still meat. But when they moved into their destiny, because Achan moved and partook in disobedience to the plan. See, this is what people don't understand. They think, well, you know, God's not putting nothing on you. It's when you come in disobedience to the plan. Achan didn't go against God. Achan went against the plan. There was a plan to bring the walls of Jericho down, but there was also a plan or a covenant that God set forth and said, Joshua, whatever you do, tell my people, don't touch this. In disobedience, it brought the wrath of God. But that was in the Old Testament. But what I quoted to you a minute ago is in the New. I'm sorry. For the wrath of God will come, it says, it cometh upon the children of disobedience. He calls you a child, the children. The children. The world is not His children. The born again is His children. And when we move in disobedience to the plan of God, you see, that's why it's so essential to understand destiny and assignment. You see, you're always assigned to a place and a people. Now, God may move that assignment just as He did with Elijah. When the brook runs dry, then He'll assign. It's just like I told Mel the other day when I knew a month or two ago that one of my jobs had to go. I knew it. But I said, God, I'm not making this decision. I told Dean, I said, I know one of them's supposed to go because I was so covered up I couldn't even breathe. And I knew that God had been moving on me. And I said, Dean, if I make this decision, I'll make the wrong one. I don't know about you, but if anybody can mess anything up, I can do it. You've not lived with me. And I'll seek the face of God in areas, and I know that I know that I know, and I'll make the decision, and it's the wrong one. So I told Dean, I said, I won't do it. I'm tired of paying the price. There's a price to pay for a plan when you move in disobedience to God's plan. So I said, Lord, you make this decision. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to hang on to these jobs if it kills me. You're going to have to make it. And in 1 week, He closed the doors right in the middle of a job. Shut the doors, shut the job down, shut the company down. I'd have made the wrong decision. I would have let the other whip. I would have. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you that in destiny, in your destiny, God has a plan. You need to find that plan. If you can't find the plan, petition God. If you can't see it, petition Him. Because there also has to be miracles in your destiny. There's always miracles in assignment, but there's also miracles in destiny. Those walls didn't come down for nothing. They came down because the children of Israel went around and followed God's plan to the T. And when you follow God's plan, miracles will happen for you. I see a lot of people in our churches today that never gets out of, and a lot of ministers never gets out of assignment. They will continually. It's always, and they'll say, "Well," and this is what they say, and I heard it yesterday. I'm moving in faith with God. I'm just standing and believing. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's not happening. That's not faith. Faith is when you move from assignment into destiny. And all of a sudden, God said, this is what we're going to do. And you're going to do it now, not me. This is my plan, and I want you to move in it. You remember when I told you, you asked me before I took the church, you said, "Mike, what is your vision for the church?" I was honest. I said, "I have no vision for your church." Now, if you'd asked me about my evangelism, I could have told you my vision. But I said, if you vote me in, God will give me the vision for your church. And I will move in faith to fulfill this vision because it's destiny. You see what I'm talking about? There's a plan. God hadn't given me the plan then, I said. He hadn't given me the plan yet. But when He gives me the plan, then I'm going to move in it. And because of that, because of the plan that He gave, He's brought us to where now we're international instead of Evansville. We may not be on TV yet, but that's all right. I'm not done yet. You see, the whole thing is we're international now. All except West Virginia. But we're going to get that straightened out. But isn't it great? But it takes the walk of faith in the walk of destiny. It's not an easy thing. It wasn't an easy thing when Mark stepped out. It wasn't an easy thing when he went to take on what he took on. But when assignment played out, God said, now it's destiny time. This is what I've destined you for. And I'll guarantee you, for a long time, he walked in the destiny and thought he made the wrong choice. Because all of a sudden things wasn't easy no more. There was a lot of things to conquer over here in destiny that he hadn't had to conquer in assignment. Because in assignment, God stepped in and took care of that. But in destiny, oh boy, you step out there and say, "Oh, God, have I missed you? Things are not easy over on this side. Things isn't too swift over here. What is this? My cupboard's bare right here. What's going on, God? Why in the world? What's going on?" I've had people, they'll sit and starve because they will not even fill out an application. "Oh, God's going to give me a job." He's always took care of me. He'll give me just the right one. And they'll not even put in an application. They'll not move into no destiny, but simply because it's hard out there. "Oh, I don't want to miss God." You've done missed Him. I hear ministers all the time say, "I'm just waiting on God. I've got